Hey, how you going? Today we're going to be looking at expanding brackets. Expanding brackets. I'm going to write the whole thing. It's on the notes there if you want to look at it. Okay, so expanding brackets is very straightforward. Okay, we use a mnemonic to remember it. It's called FOIL. So we use FOIL to remember it. F-O-I-L. Now, FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, last. And let me show you how that works. So let's take our example and take a look at how we do that. 3x plus 2x plus 4. So we want to expand 3x plus 2 times by x plus 4. Okay? There are lots of ways to explain this. One of the ways to explain this is that I'm timesing each of these by each of these terms. I'm going 3x times x, 3x times 4, 2 times x, 2 times 4. Okay? So I'm distributing all of this bracket to all of that bracket. Alright? That's one of the ways to explain it. It's kind of long-winded to do that, because we do so many of these, okay? And you've got to be able to do it forward, and when we get to factorizing, you've got to be able to do it backwards as well. Alright, so we have a shortcut, FOIL. And FOIL says this. I've got 4 colors, I've got 4 letters, so let's do it. So FOIL says, first times first, right? First in the bracket times first in the bracket. Then it says outer times outer. Outer in the bracket times outer in the bracket. Okay? Think of it as a sandwich. Outer, inner, middle. You with me? So that means inner, inner times inner, inner times inner, okay? And then last times last. Which color haven't I used? Green. Last times last. Boom. Like that. Okay. So there's first, outer, inner, last. Okay. So let's do it. First times first. So 3x times x, 3x squared. Okay. Outer. 3x times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 12x. Not positive, 12x. Okay? Inner times inner. 2 times x. Let me say it slightly differently. Let me say positive 2 times positive x. Okay? When we start to get a little bit more advanced, you'll see why I'm doing that. Okay? So positive 2 times x is positive 2x. And then finally, last times last, positive 2 times positive 4. Listen to the words I'm using. Positive 2 times positive 4 is positive 8. Okay? Alrighty, almost done. Only thing, we see that those two are like terms. Alright? Those two there are like terms. So let's put them together. Alright? And we finish this off. 3x squared, 12x plus 2x is plus 14x plus 8. Okay? Almost all of your expanding brackets are going to end up from 2 binomials, 2 terms, multiplied together will give you a trinomial. Almost all. There's one special thing that it doesn't work like that. Okay, and we'll look at that a little bit later. Alright, so let's do something a little bit more advanced. Do I have space here? Yeah, I got space here. Let's crack on. Okay, so let's do another one over here, underneath here, e.g. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is 2x minus 5y times 3x plus 2y. Ooh, 2x minus 5y times by 3x plus 2y. Okay. Whoa, x's and y's everywhere. Don't let it freak you out. Slowly does it. Slowly does it. FOIL. Now, I'm not going to draw the picture each time. You can until you get comfortable with it. On my notes, I've got the picture drawn. I'm just going to do it. Maybe I should draw it. Nah, I'm just going to do it to crack on like this. First times first. 2x times 3x. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x, x squared. Right. Outer. F-O, outer. Outer times outer. 2x times 2y. 2 times 2 is 4, or positive 2x times positive 2y. 2 times 2 is positive 4. What? xy. Right. Outer times outer. Inner times inner. Listen to me. Negative 5y times positive 3x. Negative 5 times positive 3 is negative 15. What? xy. The order of the letters don't really matter. If you wrote yx, it's the same thing as xy. Why? Because multiplication is commutative. Go look that up if you're not sure what I mean by that. Okay, and now, last times last, negative 5y times positive 2y. Negative 5 times positive 2 is negative 10. Y times y is y squared. Okay, almost done. Just got to check if anything can go together, because I expect to get 1, 2, 3 terms. So right now I've got 4. I expect them to simplify. Well, there's no other x squareds, so he stays 6x squared. Well, there's an xy, there's an xy. They have the same name, so they can go together. 4 minus 15. All right, 4 minus 15. Well, if I go 4 and I go 15 down from that, I get down to negative 11. Negative 11 xy. And then negative 10 y squared. Okay, and we're done. Look, it obeys binomial by binomial, trinomial. All right, binomial by binomial, trinomial. Okay, almost always. Almost always. Sometimes you get 4 terms if they aren't the same inside there, aren't the same variables. So, but we'll look at that a little more advanced stuff. Okay, right, let me flip over and show you 2 special cases that you need to be aware of. Come on. Love this board. 2 special cases that you need to be aware of. The first case is a perfect square. So this is a perfect square. E.g. x plus 2 squared. Okay, now a lot of people do this, and one of the most common mistakes I see is this. X squared plus 2 squared. They just go like that, alright? And they think they can just distribute the square. You cannot, okay? Because when we look at multiplying this out, you'll see what happens. This, please, is not right. It is not right. It is. So, let's quickly multiply this out. FOIL. Now, what does this actually mean? This means that I've got the bracket times by the bracket. That's what it means. It means that I'm multiplying the bracket by itself. That's what a power means. That's what squared means. With me. So now, all I've got is 2 brackets. Well, they happen to be the same. So what? Let's just do FOIL on them. Okay. So, first times first. X squared. Outer times outer, positive 2x. Inner times inner, positive 2x. Last times last, positive 4. Tidy things up. X squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay, I'll show you a shortcut in a second. There's something to notice with this on a different video. We won't have time for that on this one. Alright, and then lastly, the special case that I said that you're not going to end up with a trinomial. This is it. I'm doing it in black, so you can see it's important. Alright, x plus 3, yep, times by x minus 3. Okay, it looks almost exactly the same, except that the signs are different. Well, let's do FOIL on this. X times x, first times first, x squared. Outer times outer, x times negative 3 is negative 3x. Inner times inner, positive 3 times x is positive 3x. Last times last, positive 3 times negative 3, well, a positive times a negative is a negative. 3 times 3 is 9. Let's tidy stuff up. Well, there's no other x squareds. Negative 3 plus 3, these two just cancel each other. Okay. No x's. They've gone. Negative 9, minus 9. This is the only case, okay, with rare exceptions, the only case where if I multiply 2 brackets, I'll get a binomial, 2 terms, 1, 2. Okay. Almost always, I'll get a trinomial for a perfect square or even a normal FOIL bracket. Okay. This is the only case where I get a binomial. This is very important to be aware of, especially when we come to factorization later. You'll be expected to be able to do this that way. Alright? Not too hard. We'll get to it. Alright, there's more notes in the blogs. There's more videos on this channel. Go check them out. Remember, I'm here for you.